It's the calm before the storm. Amazon's Black Friday sale officially kicks off tomorrow and runs all the way through to Cyber Monday on the 1st of December. Unfortunately, we don't have a list of all the Lego deals yet. That'll be coming tomorrow. So this video is all about strategy. We're going to talk through how to make the most out of the Lego side of Black Friday, what kind of deals we're likely to see based on Prime Day and previous years. And we're also going to have a look at what other retailers are up to. Smiths, Argos, John Lewis, B&M, Zavvi, Very, all the usual suspects. And in case you missed my deep dive on Lego Insiders weekend yesterday, I've got a quick reminder of what Lego themselves have got planned at the end of the video too. But before we get into all that, if this video does inspire you to make some Lego purchases on Black Friday, I'd really appreciate you doing that via our Amazon affiliate link, which is at the top of the description below. It doesn't cost you anything more to do. You'll still get access to all the same deals, but we'll earn a small commission on whatever you spend, and that helps us to continue dedicating as much time as possible to making content like this for the channel. So big thank you to everyone who already does all of their Amazon shopping via our link. So what's actually happening? Amazon's Black Friday event runs from the 20th of November through to the 1st of December. And the key thing to know is that deals won't all drop at once. Amazon tend to roll out new offers daily across the whole period. So it's less of a one-day sprint and more of a deal hunting marathon. When it comes to Lego, we've already seen a few early drops. Stuff like the Star Wars C-3PO figure, which is already down over 40%. So we know there's some real potential for some deals this year. And based on Prime Day and last year's Black Friday, I'm expecting to see smaller sets in the 30 to 50% off range. Some big ticket items, your UCS Star Wars stuff, big Technic sets, stuff like that, potentially hitting 20 to 30% off. The usual Amazon exclusives with 15% off, like Rivendell, Barad-dûr, the Grand Piano. We seem to get them every time Amazon do a sale. And hopefully we'll see some older or retiring sets too, because this is where we usually see the biggest discounts, but it can be very hit and miss. We've also seen lately that Amazon are very responsive to competitor pricing. They'll often match or beat what other UK retailers are doing. So if John Lewis or Argos drop the price on a UCS set, Amazon might jump in to match that within hours. The other unique thing about Amazon's sale is that the deals might appear and disappear fast. Lightning deals are usually limited in quantity and time, and you might only have a couple of hours or sometimes even just a few minutes to jump on a big saving before it sells out. So it's worth setting alerts or using the watch list function in the Amazon app to keep on top of any really key sets you've got your eye on. And one thing to watch for as well, sometimes third-party sellers will undercut Amazon's own prices. Check the other sellers box to see if there's an even better deal, especially if it's fulfilled by Amazon, so you still get that prime delivery. Just be wary of any offer from a third-party seller that looks too good to be true, because it probably is. And no one wants to be ordering a big box of pasta. So now we know what's happening, what's the best way to approach it? Tip 1. Have your wish list ready. Whether it's a paper list, the official Amazon wish list, or a beautiful color-coded spreadsheet, know which sets you're after. This makes it easier to search by name or by set number once deals go live. And if you don't have any specifics in mind, at least decide what themes you're looking for, whether it's Star Wars, Icons, Technic, whatever your favorite flavor of Lego is. It's very dangerous going into this with no plan at all, because it's really easy to get sucked in by the hype and end up with an R2-D2 you didn't want, like somebody might have done last year. Tip 2 is check early and check often. Don't just log on once and hope for the best. Amazon add new deals daily, and lightning deals can disappear in a flash. It's probably where they got their name from. I recommend checking the Today's Deals section at least a couple of times a day for the next few weeks. Early morning and early afternoon UK time seem to be your best bets for catching new deals, but just check it whenever you've got a few minutes. Tip 3 is to use price trackers. Tools like Camel let you see the price history on Amazon, so you'll know if you're actually getting a real deal or if it's just a marketing gimmick. A 20% discount is pretty standard for Lego on Amazon, so we're really looking for 30 to 50% off to be able to call it a serious Black Friday bargain. And keep in mind too, Amazon sometimes shows was prices that don't actually reflect the true RRP, so always verify. Know what you're looking for going in. I can't emphasize that bit enough. Tip 4 is to move fast on retiring or high demand sets. Once stock runs out, it's unlikely to return, especially if it's a retiring set, because this is probably your very last chance to buy those retiring sets. Some of the biggest discounts during Prime Day were on sets retiring in previous years. So some of the biggest discounts during Prime Day were on sets retiring this year. So I'd expect more of that for Black Friday. And then tip 5 is don't forget coupons. Sometimes Amazon has clickable vouchers right on the product page. They're easy to miss, but you can stack them with any existing discounts that are on there. So keep an eye out for those little banners that say things like apply £5 voucher under the price. They actually make a difference. And then as a bonus tip, use the mobile app and have your notifications on. If you're going to be out and about, if you're at work, if you're just not completely focused on Lego shopping, mad as that sounds, the Amazon app can ping you when an item that you're watching drops in price, which is very handy for those lightning deals. And it's also important to remember that although Amazon is massive, it's not the only option. And in some cases, it's not even the cheapest option. So keep an eye out for what the other retailers are up to as well. For example, Argos, who've gone early with their deals, including a massive £210 off the UCS Millennium Falcon. And Argos often matches Amazon, but sometimes beats them on bundles and stock availability. They also offer click and collect, which can be faster than waiting for an Amazon delivery if you're as impatient as I am. And I've seen them run extra toy promotions too, like a voucher when you hit a certain spend threshold. So what I'm saying is keep an eye out for any extra deals that they might drop over the next week or so. John Lewis is quietly one of the best places for Lego Black Friday deals. This year, they've matched that Argos Millennium Falcon price, and there's actually quite a few other price matching deals on the John Lewis website at the moment, especially for Star Wars. So if you miss a deal somewhere else, it's always worth checking if John Lewis are price matching it. They also have a strong returns policy. Stuff turns up really well packaged, and they can be great for catching deals on higher end Lego sets you might not find discounted elsewhere. And if they end up price matching Lego and Insiders Weekend, they're the only other retailer in the UK you can buy those 2 retiring modulars from. And they're pretty likely to sell out at Lego on Saturday, I would suggest. So John Lewis might be your retiring modulars backup plan. Smith's Toys are always worth a look. Earlier this month, they ran a £5 off every £50 spent on Lego promotion. That was, I think, in-store only, but we could see a return of that online. I think they have a store-wide £10 off £100 spend at the moment. They also have exclusive bundles and sometimes better stock levels for themes like City, Friends, Technic, the ones more aimed at the younger audience, but they're definitely worth checking. I would go early in the morning if you're going in store, though. They do get busy this time of year for some reason. B&M is another one that is largely in-store only and can be a bit of a wild card. It varies massively depending on what B&M you happen to be in, but if you're lucky, you might find clearance or discounted sets for massive discounts. I've had viewers tell me over the last year or so that they've picked up some older Marvel sets or Creator 3-in-1 sets for like 40 to 50% off in B&M. I think they did something on a Batmobile earlier in the year, if memory serves me right as well. So if you are near one, it's well worth popping in to have a look. Very have already started their Black Friday sale and they've discounted some big sets 25 to 30% already. Also, keep an eye out for checkout codes with Very because sometimes they offer extra money off if you spend over certain amounts. And they also stock some of the more premium sets that smaller retailers don't carry. For example, they've got a sale on the River Steamboat at the moment, although it's not as good a price as the one we're expecting from Lego this weekend. So don't buy it, but it's an example. Zavvi are another one that are known largely for coupon codes. They've had their Xmas 50 coupon code and stuff like that cannot, and that's not a real code. I've made that code up. I think it might be one from the back of the mind somewhere, but they usually have coupon codes that can knock some serious cash off of premium sets. They've also discounted some of the newer releases like the One Piece Barrett, and Zavvi can also be a great spot to check if a set is sold out elsewhere, and they sometimes do bundle in some extras with their sets as well. Ultimately, what I'm trying to say is if Amazon don't have your set, check the other websites as well, because sometimes you'll even find better deals elsewhere. And of course, let's not forget Lego themselves. Insiders Weekend is this weekend, the 22nd and 23rd of November, and that's double points across the board, which is effectively 10% back on future purchases. And they're doing some pretty big discounts on some very cool sets. The full list is in the video I released yesterday. I'll link to that down below. And then from the 28th of November to the 1st of December, we get Lego's official Black Friday event, which is going to be the same gifts with purchase that we're getting on Insiders Weekend. They'll be back if they're still in stock. And there'll also be some new discounts that are added at that point as well. We don't know what they are yet. So basically, for the next couple of weeks, Lego shopping turns into a full-time job because we've got Amazon with their daily deals, their lightning deals, and usually some pretty big general discounts. You've got Argos and John Lewis, who are both price matching everybody else and might have stock you can't find elsewhere. Smiths have those spend-based discounts and sometimes regional stock wins if you can't find what you're looking for anywhere else, because they let you do click and collect and search what stock is in individual stores, which I think is a thing Argos do as well. There's a couple of them that do that, and it can be very handy if something seems sold out. Zavvi and Very are excellent for newer sets, and both usually offer some of those nice coupon codes we were talking about before. And of course, Lego themselves for your exclusives, your gifts with purchase, your insider points, and as we saw yesterday, some of the best deals we've ever seen on some of those retiring sets. So my plan, and what I'd recommend you do to get the most out of all this madness, is make your wish list now. Must have a wish list. You must know what you want. Set price alerts if you haven't already done it. Check Amazon first. I mean, their sale starts first. You might as well. But always compare prices with other retailers before taking the plunge. And check your wish list against that leaked Lego discount list we looked at yesterday. And if something you want is going on that discount on Saturday, be ready to go as it ticks over to midnight going into Saturday morning when Insiders Weekend starts, because some of those sets will sell out fast. But even if you don't want any of the discounted sets from Lego, they are still worth considering for anything else that might be on your wish list. If the gifts with purchase appeal, if you're looking for exclusive sets that you can't get anywhere else, especially during that double points event this weekend. And if you see something that you want with 30% or more off, and it is something you want, it's a wish list item, I would just grab it there and then. The best deals will not stay in stock for long anywhere. That's not an Amazon exclusive thing, a Lego exclusive thing. The best deals will go like that. We saw it with the big mechanical camel last year. It sold out in minutes. And of course, if you haven't done it already, don't forget to check if any of the sets on your wish list are retiring this year, because those tend to get the deepest discounts and also disappear the fastest. They're the ones that the nerds are hunting for. And realistically, this is now your very last chance to get that stuff that retires this year. Most of it won't still be in stock in the run up to Christmas. The whole point of these sales and why they happen now is to get that old stock shifted now to clear space for the huge new wave of Lego that's coming on the 1st of January. They don't want it sitting on store shelves middle of December when everyone's spent all their money. And that's it for your Black Friday Lego game plan. Like I said at the start, today was all about strategy, but tomorrow I'll be back with a full breakdown of the actual Lego deals as they go live. We're going to be going set by set, talk about value for money, and I'll highlight my top picks and maybe a few things to skip as well. So if you have found this video helpful, please give it a nice big thumbs up, hit subscribe if you haven't already, and drop a comment below what's top of your Lego wish list for this Black Friday. Thanks very much for watching, and toodle pip.